I have an iPad with an Apple keyboard, a slim notebook. They're close in size, but not exactly the same size. I'm going to make a book slipcase for them. Here are the tools. Tools for this project are pretty simple. In the video, you'll see how I use this caliper to measure the thickness, pencil, ruler, a single straight edge razor blade, or a cutter that has modular blades, a bone folder. This one is Teflon. In my demonstration, I use 3 sizes of brushes, but you could get by with 1 or 2 small pair of scissors. I think I said a ruler. The tools are basic. The tools are pretty simple. And these are the materials we'll use. It's a decorative paper. This is a small piece of it, but this decorative paper is something I found that has a wood grain in it. It is paper, but it has a very attractive wood grain to it. A book cloth with a very fine pebble surface to it. It's durable, probably will stand up to some moisture, and I cut a strip that's about 2.5 to 3 inches wide. Binder's board you'll need for the front and the back. You'll need some binder board for the side, and when I measure, I like to have 2 thicknesses of scrap board so that it'll help me measure it, and PVA, a small container with PVA that I can keep a lid on. There are a number of ways to measure. The important thing is to measure at the thickest part. This caliper gives me a little bit of, I'm squeezing the tube firmly but not tight. And this has a little bit of play. So this thickness is one which I think is good. I need to find the dimension or length for the spine piece, for the cover, and for the bottom. These 2 items need to fit once we have a wall on each side. I have 2 pieces of the bookbinder's board that I'm going to use, one for each side. If I align this, I can draw a line, and that line will allow for the walls to be pasted onto the outer edge, and then I will cut this to that dimension. I have 5 pieces cut. I have a bottom, 2 sides, the spine, and a cover. When I put the notebook down and the iPad, these will sit on the bottom case. These will come up, and then the cover will be glued down. After some time, like an hour, I can move these away. If any of them stick because of the adhesive, I'll take a blade and just sort of separate it this down. I'll find some boards that will fill in the space, so when I put this down, it won't deform or make the top sort of bow inside. I will let this sit under weight for about an hour. You can dry fit, and you can see the iPad is different size than the sketchbook. Here's some black book cloth. It has a center line marked in it. I will find the center portion here so that can line up. The center of that with the center here. I'll paste this down and turn this inside. I'll put adhesive on the spine. A small amount of methyl cellulose has been added to the PVA. The paper is stiff. It has a slight curl. My hope is that an added amount of moisture will help paste this down. I'm placing the case on some absorbent paper. I will let this sit for a few hours under weight. Now that it's dry, we'll remove the paper. You can see I have the board inside. And it's ready for use.